that we're about to talk about. As soon as I get all my stuff straight now. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this one, though, that we got coming up for you with Arctic Storm going against Radiance Gold. Arctic Storm right now sitting at 2.13 goals a game, 288 saves, 1.25-ish assists. Pretty evenly matchup that we're going to have tonight. Arctic Storm, Crimson Jaeger slaying BSMC Tree, Elm, Men. Radiance Gold, though, similar stats like I just said, 2.71 goals game, 2 saves, 1.57 assists. Brought up by Inferno, Will, RL. Caster, I'm pretty sure here at, I think he's also a community caster as well. Gundam and Hive are going to be doing it for that one. So we are going to get ready to go here in just a minute. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on in the lobby. We've got one team right now waiting on the other. Once again, Arctic Storm going to be your blue team for this one. Radiance Gold will be orange. Take a look at the field while we're getting ready to bring them down. Arctic Storm is 2-0 right now. Trying to keep that one going. A lot of teams that have been casting lately are certainly working the undefeated. Maybe I'm bringing them luck. That's probably what a lot of it is. We're going to go ahead and go with that. I'm bringing them luck. But Radiance Gold sitting at 1-1, trying to get this one going. I want to watch the stream so bad, but I have to go to sleep for work tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be nutty, man. Phasmophobia. I'm trying to do a better job with some of my other stuff and get some of the, we'll go back here while we're waiting for the game. Trying to get some of my clips better arranged. There are quite a few Phasmophobia clips of my wife scaring the living crap out of me, though. Good times, good things to laugh at and stuff. I'm working on putting them together into a little bit of video or something, but those are down in the clips area. I need the info. I feel like me and Jaeger have had this conversation before. But either way, he's got the info now, so we are just waiting for him to get into the lobby. But yeah, so while we're waiting on that, make sure I got everything else going. I've already got I'm getting a casting request. Tuesday, no casting Tuesdays. Mondays, Tuesdays, nights off. I'm not casting Monday nights, Tuesday nights from here on out. So if you are trying to request something, I'll just have to automatically decline it. For that, I just got a cast. I'll get with you offline. Hey, Tiggy the Tiger, thank you. Welcome to the stream. That's got to be the best emote. And I think it's actually amazing. I might know who put that one together. They may be in this chat right now. I don't know. McGregor fight is tonight. Totally forgot about that. That one is going down. This is more important. That's all I'm saying. Okay, they are coming in the lobby right now. We are going to switch it down to Ad, who is on the field, ready to call some play-by-play. I have that image as well, too, sir. 7 are in the lobby, which means it's time to go. We'll talk more about Monkey Tail Wednesday in between the break, but for now, we are going to get this thing going. Let's kick it off.
Chipmunk boys being up there. Thank you very much. Great time to have it. BSM and Fire No. Gonna go ahead and kick that one off. A little bit of lag coming in here right now. Not the best thing to see first game, but no harm, no foul. This one's gonna be sent by Jaeger back into the corner. Will should be able to knock this one out and does maintain possession in the corner. Floating down toward Gundam Boys.
Gonna try and dribble this one in there, but Jaeger's right place, right time does get a banging clear, sending that one up and gets another tap, rocking that one into the corner. Will does clear that one the other way. One thing to watch here is going to be these banging clears. We're already seeing them fairly frequently right now. Teams need to work on getting those soft touches, the love taps, if you will, and dribble the ball down as opposed to that banging clear. But Will, right in the face, kicks this one off less than a minute into the game. Gundam set this up off the board. Slang, not entirely sure what happened there. Did the reverse thing, though. Will's able to put that one in there. Radiance Gold going up early, 1-0. Lots of time to play, though. Slang will push this out to the right. That one's floating up right now. Slang sending it towards the back. Gonna try to stop it in BSM, but not gonna happen. Let me just point something out here real quick. Every time I do say BSM names, because I have casted their team before, I want to say BDSM. And it's not something that obviously you should really want to talk about, but just throwing that out there with the names, and it's probably going to happen now that I said something about it. So here we go. Inferno, and we're just going to call him Inferno probably. Sorry about that. Will's going to go up, try to tap this one off the top. Gundam will get the tap, catching Crimson off guard. May have pushed a little earlier than intended. Will might have even faked that one as Crimson did float up to try to go for that one, but they are now going up 2-0. No response yet from Arctic Storm. They did say, hey, Adder, thanks for following Pitter. No problem, Lennox. Good game again last night. I do appreciate you all and being able to cast your game. According to my calculations, not sure what that one was. Go to sleep, son. Don't make me send more. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, Tuga, if you do actually make it. Will's going to send this one up high. Does not come down with it as Gundam does get the read off this. Off the tail feather. Is able to push it forward. Oh! Who is that? Puff Daddy that did Shake Your Tail Feather? Nelly, maybe? I don't know. That one sniped in. Gonna hit the backboard, though. Slang will try to send it in. Not able to do it, though. Might have been a little off angle. That one, very lucky that didn't go in. And Fire No did try to go up for it. Did miss it. Will gonna try to get the clear here on Slang. Was not able to make contact, though. That one's still floating back here towards the back a little bit. Follows coming in left and right. Aspect, thank you for the follow as well. This one coming towards the backboard. Slang will challenge. Will trying to get the backboard drop on it. Not able to do so, but we do like to see the pressure there. Definitely one thing that is working in favor of Radiance Gold right now. Slang will try to pinch this one off the bottom. Not entirely sure which way that may have gone, as that pinch did get knocked away pretty fast. Do like to see the pinches there, but it just did not go as fast, even as I thought it would have done. As this one's floating down right now. Will gonna try to touch this one. Does get one touch on it. Looking to get for two. Gets the tap on it. That one's gonna drop. I had a feeling we were gonna see that goal in there quick. It did. And just like that, Radiance Gold now up 3-0. You have to wonder how this is making Arctic Storm feel right now. Very good team, though. Very capable of responding as well to the pressure. They are not undefeated just because, well, just because. So still lots of time here. That one's going to go in, though, too, making this a 4-0 game now. Got to be careful right now if you're Arctic Storm, because it is a very shaky ground that they're on. And not something I think they expected to see here. Certainly plenty of time to come back. It is only game one, so we'll have to see what happens. Kansas City, car right there. Patrick Mahomes, is he going to be playing? Thought I heard something about him maybe being out. I stopped watching football this season as soon as Dak Prescott went out. So I'm sure about to get a lot of flack in chat from that. But I did see something about Mahomes getting a concussion and possibly not being able to play in the championship. Will, though, wants me to quit talking about it. Gets the tap on one. Gonna get the backboard read. Crimson tries tingling it. Doesn't happen, though. And yes, I just said tingling. It's supposed to be a different word, but it didn't come out right. Crimson will send this one up high. Gundam gonna snipe this one in. Top bar down. It does get momentum. Floats more towards the back as BSM and Gun get the touch on that one, floating back towards Gold side of the field. Crimson will try to get that one. Tap from Gundam. Bounces it back into Crimson, though, and it flies away. And Fire No. Tap it on this one, but pushed right back over to Slang. Gundam does get the touch on it, dropping that one midfield. Will may have a touch on that. Does elect to hold patience. patiently waiting, making it through all the hating. Been waiting. Something about weather in the storm. Yeah, see, that's appropriate right now because we do have Arctic Storm. Gundam's going to send this one right back over to blue side. Crimson working on the rotation. Backs up off the wall. Gundam's going to put this one in. BSM can do nothing but assist it as that one goes in off the top of the car. 45 seconds are on the clock, and if you're Arctic Storm right now, you're probably talking about the next game and how to push forward from that one. Aspect Ito Kim 127, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you are having a good evening too. This one floating down right now. Slang's gonna touch it. It's gonna fly high right off the top bar, shooting back out. This one's gonna be floated in once again and quickly getting out of control for the Storm. All is certainly not lost though. Best of 5 series, exclamation IGL if you are unfamiliar with the channel, or with the website, I should say. Thank you, Aspect. I do appreciate the host. Thank you oh so much. I do apologize. Alerts are disabled during the actual games. I'd like to keep the focus on that or the player because Gundam wants me to stop talking about my own stream. Trying to get highlight material here. Drops that one in. Great air read. Jaeger can't get down fast enough for that one. 7-0 is your new score. But I do keep alerts minimal during the actual on-the-field play. But I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. BSM's going to roundabout this one. Back off the top. Will challenge that one. Really, that's one of the big points in favor of Radiance Gold is the spacing and pressure they are giving Storm right now. Definitely not letting them get much room to breathe. Capturing, intercepting, doing anything, everything that they can do to prevent as much possession as possible for the Storm, and that is working quite well for him as we are under dead ball. That ball will drop. Radiance Gold will take number 1. Now we're going to send it up to Dan for some of that sweet home analysis. Okay, I mean, that one, that's a slippery slope right there. That one got kind of out of control quick, though, for the Storm. Best of 5, like I said, so we're still holding out hope for him. But Radiance Gold really just suffocating the mess out of the Storm right now. They're getting the pressure. They're getting the touches. They are making them commit earlier than they need to. And in that committal, they're committing that mistake of leaving it open. And Radiance Gold is just taking advantage of putting the ball behind them. Arctic Storm right now, really, I think once... probably about 4, I think, or 5 down, they really just kind of started on that slide, which it's a tough slope to come back from. But at that point, you really start talking about the game plan going forward. They have got to get more communication, pushing that ball out, getting some infield passes, and creating that space that we always talk about. That's what has to happen right here because Radiance Gold, keeping them in their own field, stealing the boost, all that other stuff that's going on right now is certainly something that is working in favor of Radiance Gold. Also, Monkey Tail Wednesday, before we get back there, I will be casting IGL Wednesday night for IGL with a Monkey Tail. Don't know what a Monkey Tail is? I'll show you a picture later. Otherwise, you can Google it, and that's what this beard is going to become. It's going to be a very popular night. So if you want me to talk about your game, need to reserve me on Casterverse for Wednesday night. I'll be doing 3 or 4 games. That's it. We're going to set it back down to Ad for more play-by-play. Well, I don't know how the Monkey Tail's gonna look, but I'm pretty sure that, well, I don't know. Anyways, back to this game. Gundam's gonna challenge this one, dropping it by the left side. That one will be a wide shot, though. Definitely one to watch out for. Already kicking up dust is the Radiance Gold team. This one popping out towards the middle. Gundam will take that one, going up high with it off the wall, looking to get the tap on it. Does get one. Will is there. Maybe a tough angle, but that is knocked away by Jaeger quite fast. Slang will send this back into the orange side, which is something that has not been found. First time tonight. Arctic Storm says, hey, the hurricane's brewing. Storm warning's out. They're on the board for the first time tonight. 35 seconds into game number 1. BSM Gundam gonna check that one off. Will, though, flying high. I think I've seen that move in Circus de Sol. Off the kickoff, Gundam BSM send that one high right. Will showing the skill with the kills, putting that in there. Tied game now. Now it is gonna be time for the Arctic Storm to score. Let's get a little bit of back and forth going. All is not lost though. Hey, Radiance Gold is leading the series 1-0. It is best of 5, so lots of time left. Lots of action, if you know what I mean. Quick, knock that one off real quick. I'd take care of something on OBS real fast. That one floating to the side. BSM's looking to take a shot at that one. Not able to make contact. A little bit too fast as he tumbles down. Crimson will maintain possession, though, for the Storm. As this one's knocked back out. Slang gets it behind him, though. Inferno is going to try to get the touch on that one. Not able to rein it in. Jaeger will continue the pressure. Will, though, right place, right time, is able to clear that one. Rotation is something that is certainly playing in Radiant Gold's favor. Rotations are very fast and very clean right now. Will does make a miss with the dribble. That one will be tapped high right, though. Mid right, depending on what side of the field you'd actually be looking on for that one. Dropping down, though, BSM will get the touch on that one. Not as strong as probably wanted, as Slang does clear this across the net. Those are always scary plays. This one's going to be challenged. Jaeger will get up there much faster. By the hair of his chinny chin, though, as that one does fall back over to the orange side. Will chasing this one off the wall. Will fall down. Jaeger will push it right by him. But as we saw right there, that is one of the biggest things that we like to see in Rocket League. Will did push through the net, lost possession of the ball, but did push through the net, trying to get some of those demos, some of those bumps. That way, if a teammate can still get a shot up there, that place will be clear for that. That is definitely something that you'd like to see from both sides going forward. Like to highlight plays like that because that is really what separates a lot of the lower tiers from the higher tier players. No harm, no foul if that's where you fall, but just food for thought. That is definitely something that pays dividends in the long run. Jaeger's going to send this one out of blue while Gundam will challenge, though, for Slang. Slang does have the touch on that one again. 2:10 left to play. Radiance Gold is ahead in the series 1-0. And Fireno's going to send this one to the back right corner while also getting rid of Jaeger. Will have a shot on this one, and bing, bong, boom. The demo may have just cleared the way for that one. Big play by Orange to put that one in there. They're probably listening. And then I'm going to say that that's the kind of stuff I just talked about. So, hey, we're going to credit the caster and the player on that one because that's exactly what we were talking about. That could be while I'm casting. Pardon the big head moment for a second as Gundam sends this one up. Radiance Gold in charge right now, 2-1. Storm, though, did get their first point on the board tonight, so they may be just kind of like that big Mack truck that we talk about. You see an 18-wheeler trying to get up a hill. Takes a little bit. You know, gears are chugging along, can't go that fast, and all of a sudden, you hit that slope, man, and it's gears wide open. Kind of like how I play Rocket League. Takes me a whole hour to get warmed up. And then I get 15 minutes to shine. Then it's back to warming up. Jaeger going to try to come down with that one. Will knock it away, though, and keep it in blue area with the pressure. Gundam's going to send this one off the wall, looking for somebody. They are back on rotation, though, maybe trying to protect a little bit of the lead right now. We typically see them a bit faster on those transitions, but 1 minute is on the clock. They are in charge right now. Will take that one off one, but once Slang gets in touch with it, that one is knocked back, though. Gumbo, don't know what I was going to say there. Gundam is going to get that. All three from blue went up on that one, and possibly a panic save moment. But those are little things that we have got to fix right now for the Storm because it's definitely going to take people out of rotation, going to cause some chaos there for a moment, and something that Radiance Gold will certainly look to capitalize on going forward. This one's going to drop down with 30 seconds on the clock. Storm still looking to get one in there. Gundam's going to try to get this. Hits the player instead, which, I mean, 50-50. Which one would you rather hit? I'd say either one's pretty good. 18 seconds are on the clock. Storm's trying to get in there, and Fireno's going to get the double tap off the roof, putting them up by 2 now, possibly sealing the win for this one. 16 seconds, though, and this is Rocket League, so who knows where this one could fall. Hey, Radiance Mike, thank you very much for the follow. Do appreciate it. Hope you are having a good evening. Up the wall she goes, and Farno's looking to capitalize on that lead that they currently have. Maybe get one more, take some of that momentum going forward. Gundam hears it, puts it in there for 1 Radiance gold. Been a little hydration moment. Oh, 370 followers is what we're at right now. I think this month alone I've had like 120 to 150. So thank you all very much. Quite a bit. Gracious. Crimson's going to try to challenge that one. That will fall. Radiance Gold will reign supreme, but we still have one more left. Sending it up to Dan for some of that analysis. Yeah, I mean, that one... Once again, it started off really good for Arctic, but it kind of goes back to that slope we were talking about. Once they seem to kind of start getting down and behind, it really just kind of snowballs. And it is what it is, right? That's just kind of comes with playing in the league, playing, players and stuff. It could be just one of those off times. Arctic Storm, though, certainly looking not like we've seen them before, though. And it could be just one of those days, but Radiance Gold, let's talk about them for a minute. They are playing lights out. Gundam getting 6 shots on net, I should say, not the other S word. Right, they're just peppering it left and right, making stuff happen. We saw that big demo earlier. I want to say that was from Inferno. That name. Going through the net, or it might have even been Will, going through the net, getting that demo, creating that space for that gold. That is something that works, especially right now. They are leading up in charge. They win this next one, they're going to sweep the series. Arctic Storm not out of the game yet. They take this one, maybe we'll see a reverse sweep. We've seen one, I think, this week. We've seen a few game 5s, but they are looking for the reverse sweep right now. Going to send it back down to Ad for some of that sweet play-by-play. All right, let's see what happens now. Radiance Gold looking to get the sweep here. Something that they'd like to come away with, putting them at 2-1. If that does so happen, Arctic Storm trying to protect that 2-0 record, moving it up to 3-0. They have got to get it together on this one, get some stuff going in the net, go in their direction. They can certainly do it. BSM going to stop and let this one go behind. Crimson flying a little bit by that one. Slang does get that one passed back. Like to see it. Those kinds of plays, certainly good for them as well. When there's nothing else and you have a teammate, much better opportunity to just send it to one of your teammates who will get the touch on it. You like to see it. Slang will push this one forward. Inferno is going to challenge that one. Slang putting the pressure on, making Inferno go up for it. Getting that touch a bit earlier than he probably wanted to. Good play by them. This one coming off the top of Storm's backboard. Slang trying to get it by Gundam. Gundam will get a touch on it. Jaeger is there. Tries to get it in. Wide left, though. As Will does cycle back. Jaeger does give him a parting gift. And like Thanos with the snap, Jaeger makes him disappear. Off the backboard, Inferno does send this towards midfield. Will coming up for it. Does get the soft touch floating up. Jaeger misses the clear. Will puts it in. Goes wide left. That was a shot that you wish you could get back. For all intents and purposes, that should have been a free goal. Just a little wide, though, and our score still remains 0-0. Radiance Gold, large and in charge right now, leading the series 2-0, with Arctic Storm looking to get the reverse sweep. Gundam will get the touch on this one, sending it back as Slang tries to play goalie. That one comes in off the wall from Gundam to Will for a 1-0 lead, Radiance Gold. All right. 3:27 on the clock. Let's see what the Storm's going to do. They can certainly still pull this one. Lots of time left. BSM going to try to push this one. Does get it by 1, but Will quick. Going back and on the challenge. This one's bouncing down. Slang gets a touch on it. Inferno challenges, but the 50 does go the way of blue as they are now on the offense trying to put that one in there. Jaeger's not going to be able to get it, but Crimson sends that back off the top of the car. BSM is able to receive it. Gundam stalling it up in the air, but Slang sends that one over. Shoots wide left, but Will does put it back against the wall. Crimson on the challenge floats it back in the middle. This one floating back right now. BSM does get the clear right to Will, though. Not the clear that you want to have. Big banging clear. Sends this, though, off a bad touch from Orange towards their own side. They are able to recover off that one, though. Will challenging this one up high. Gets it above Slang. Comes down with it. Looking to take it. Inferno presses. Will going wide. Can't get to it, though. Gundam is there. Sends this one up top. Trying to get the double. Pitches it in. 2-0 Radiance Gold. Good setup all around. Gundam had the touch on that. Went inverted right away. Just like Maverick from Top Gun. They're in charge now. 2 minutes, 23 seconds if all stays this way from the sweep. BSM will challenge that one as it floats back towards corner of Orange. Inferno going up the wall, getting control. No pressure right now from Blue. Takes him a little bit to get up there. May have been a little bit of hesitation. Something right now the Storm really can't afford to do. They have got to get the pressure, get control, keep control, get shots on net. They cannot afford to give Radiance Gold right now a whole lot of space. Radiance Gold playing really well right now. They're able to, really just take a lot of the time in the world to do with what they want because they are not feeling the pressure right now from the Storm. Crimson's going to send this one off the side. Interception, though, by Inferno. That's going to send that one high. Will going to challenge on it. Gets the touch on it. Dropping down. Goes in like an angel from above. Will puts Radiance Gold up 3-0. BSM did try to challenge that one. Just not able to get there. Jaeger trying to do whatever Jaeger can do in that situation. And there really is not much. This one looking closer and closer to a sweep. 1:35 on the clock. Still very capable Arctic Storm to get the reverse sweep here. But Will wants me to shut up. 4-0 Radiance Gold. Crimson does drop that one down, but a quick move by Will sends the pinch in their direction. Puts it in Blue's Gold. Arms wide open in far post. Bounces in 4-0 Radiance Gold. Will sending this one up for a teammate, and two do go. One blue, one orange. That one kind of stays in the neighborhood of the blue side. Slaying back on rotation, BSM knocks against the wall. That is, once again, kind of what we're talking about with some of those clears, giving possession up right away as we saw on that one. Something that we definitely have to see fixed by the Storm going forward. They have really just given possession away a couple of times. Something that would definitely be better for them to take control of going forward. They're certainly a capable team, like I said before. This is maybe one of those nights for them. They typically play a little bit crisper, but it's all about who shows up. Not to take it away from Radiance Gold, though, because they are really ripping it right now. I'll be very curious to see. I have to pull the stats on it, who they lost to. Yeah, I got to see who they lost to. I'm very curious right now, especially with how they're playing, because they are playing extremely well. Inferno's going to try to get the touch on this one. Does come off awkward. May have been a pass, though, kicking that one off to the right side. Sling slowing down, 14 seconds on the clock. We will get ready to start talking about post-game interviews in just a moment, whether or not that will happen. Floating down, that one does come. Will has the easy clear back into the corner. Dead ball rule in effect. 0 on the clock. Waiting for that ball to hit the ground. It does. And that is it for your Rocket League game as Radiance Gold gets a sweep against Arctic Storm. Yeah, it's really the same story for that one, kind of going across the board. Radiance Gold just absolutely dominating once again. Will had 6 shots, Gundam 1, Inferno had 2, 3 assists on those goals. So, 80% of the goals from Radiance were assists because they do hit those passing plays. They hit them, when they're necessary, and they're getting good touches on them. Arctic Storm, I think really probably the biggest problem for them were the turnovers. They really turned it over several times just off those banging clears. But hey, you live and learn. It's Rocket League. Quite welcome, Torin. Thank you very much too. Great game. If we are doing post-game interviews, find out here in just a moment. Load up in Discord. Everybody should have the link. Find out here in just a minute. We do have, looks like one already in the waiting room from Radiance Gold. We shall pull him over, find out if the rest of the team's going to be coming, and then we'll find out if Arctic Storm is going to be there as well. What's up, Gundam?
Oh, give me 1 second. I need to turn you down a little bit.
No problem.
All right. We're good now. So what's going on, man?
Not too much. Anybody else from your team coming, or is it me and you?
Nah, they didn't really want to do it, so it's just me today.
It happens. No harm, no foul. So, hey, congratulations. First off, that was a busy game, but you guys handled yourselves quite well.
Yes, sir. I mean, we went into it. We know we're a good team. Had a rough, first IGL match. Wasn't really great, but for some reason we got put tier 4. I don't really understand why, because I finished champ in 2s last season. It's a bit strange, but they put us tier 4 anyways, so we're just kind of coming in to show what's up.
Yeah, and I'm not one really to say like, hey, it's kind of weird, or any of that, but yeah, I'm just saying you don't really see a lot of that in tier 4.
Yeah, like it was like no offense to the other team. I get like they played well. They did the best they could. It's just like they're probably not used to like how we play,
right?
Because we're technically usually a rank above them, and as my coach calls it, shout out to Ed. He calls me the freestyle god. The first game had to drop 5-6 goals was it? I don't remember, but we had to pop off a little bit. Try to get some clips. So
right. I got you. Make sure you hit that F8, GIF your game. Trust me, I think I have one or two to submit for the plays of the week coming up. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is in terms of like the tier stuff. Some people, get pretty upset about it in chat. I typically stay out of it. That one though, a little bit glaring, but hey, it is what it is. I tell you, I like playing better people though versus, where I'm at, because I do think it makes you overall better. But we're not going to talk anymore about that. So what happened in your game 1, though? I'm kind of curious how we went from that one loss to now what we saw tonight.
During, I won't lie, me and Inferno, we kind of like ditched Rocket League for a little bit. We're grinding out the Valorant. Didn't really want to play Rocket League, and so our first game was a little rough. But the weeks following, we've been putting in the hours, back to grinding, and so just really coming back to really want to go to playoffs. Hopefully, win the whole thing. We're doing it for the one and he's on our team. This is going to be sadly his last IGL season, so we want to make it a good one for him.
Why is it his last IGL season?
He's just a busy man. He edits. He's got school, a bunch of stuff. So
yep. Are you guys going to be on the hunt for a third or a placement?
For a third? We've got some other people, on the bench right now. Weighing our options, seeing what we want. But definitely next season, if we do participate, most likely in tier 3, it'll be a good one for sure.
All right. So going forward now, you're moving up 2-1. What's gonna be the focus of Radiance Gold as you guys look to kind of continue that momentum and hit those playoff hopes?
Just keep up the practice, really. Keep the grind, and hopefully get another 3-0 week next week. Just gonna try to get playoffs as easily as we can, and win. That's our main goal, is just to win. We're a good team. We're all good friends, so just want to win.
Yeah, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. If you had to pick one thing though, that you all saw this game that you kind of need to focus on, what would that be?
Probably communication. Obviously, that's not something on the sideline you can see, but some double commits here and there, just from not calling stuff. But definitely, once we get our communication on point, I think we'll be probably best team in the tier.
Yeah, right on. I'm sure you guys will continue to go far. I appreciate you coming in here. I'm having trouble talking tonight, chatting about it. And best of luck going forward. Looking to see where you guys land to come the end of the circuit.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see you first place into the season, tier 4 winners. But, I guess we'll find out.
Sounds good. Hey, good luck, man. Thanks for the game. Good games. Good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for casting. Bye
Absolutely.
Now. Bye, stream.
Have a good one. All right, we got Jaeger coming in next.
Guess we'll find out.
Sounds good. What's up, Jaeger? Hello, you're live with that or rolling.
Good game.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, there we go. My bad.
No worries.
Oh God, that was loud. Okay, all right.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. How you feeling after those games?
Well, okay. Last week when I explained that we had gotten beat a lot last season is because we were in Tier 3 last season.
Yep.
And I don't think we're up to speed with teams like that. And I guess it shows. We also didn't have a lot of practice time this week because of me being on vacation and whatnot. But one of that can be like a humbling experience. You know, we were 2-0 going in. We're 2-1 coming out. You know, we obviously got to get better, and there's always room for improvement. So it is what it is at this point. We're going to regroup and hit back hard at it next week.
Yeah, I had said that too before because I want to say this is my second game casting Arctic Storm. That was not like something that I've seen typical coming from your team. It really just looked like an off game for you, and not taking anything away from Radiance Gold. But you all didn't seem to click like you typically have when I've seen you play.
Yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with us not being able to practice this week. But again, that is what it is. That's a great team that we played against, and it's not exactly something that we were expecting going in. You know, you see the loss on their scoreboard, and you're like, okay, well, maybe this won't be as, you know, but that was that. I mean, when I said I was scouting the other day, when I watched Radiance Black, I could tell that, you know, they got a good organization going through, and I was excited to play, and now we know a lot of mistakes that we need to fix going into next week.
You know, you brought up a good point, like how deceiving that record can be, because then you look at a team like yourselves, and not saying anything negative about you all, of course, you think 2-0, and we're still kind of early in the circuit really to kind of make claims on that kind of stuff. But 2-0 is still 2-0. You haven't been beaten yet. But then you see a team that's, you know, 1-1 or what have you. It's kind of okay, well, they've already got it out of the way, and then that kind of stuff happens. Certainly can be deceiving, and that's why records really aren't the best thing to judge.
Right. Whenever I go and play against somebody that's a team that we've already played against, I try to get some kind of scouting report as I would for them, just to see what we might be up against, how they play, what's their MO. But I didn't get one this week, and again with us, we weren't really as focused, I guess you could say. We had a lot going on this week, not just with me being on vacation, but with other members as well. So
right.
We'll see how it goes. We're still 2-1. I can't complain. We got a tough matchup next week, so we're gonna bounce back. I fully believe.
What do you think about going into that match next week, getting that practice time in? You know, you said that's obviously something you guys were lacking a little bit this last week. If you guys are able to get that in going forward, where are you going to focus a lot of that time and energy with your gameplay?
Well, it's just on the fly decisions, really. Like our main thing that we focused on the week prior was making sure we didn't give possession away, and they were faster than us. So instead of us controlling the ball into the corner, I said, well, let's try to boom it and get past the rotation and see what that does for us. But it didn't. I mean, it worked a little bit because we got a couple of one-on-ones, but it didn't transfer like we wanted it to. So I think in this week going forward, we're going to work on the fly communication, on the fly changes, as far as being, you know, because we're going to be in the tournaments when it comes to Rocket League. So I think that's the main thing that we need to focus on, in our rotation and just playing faster.
Did you happen to hear what Gundam said about kind of being surprised where they were placed tier-wise?
Say again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that last word.
No, you're good. Did you happen to catch what Gundam had said about them being placed tier-wise?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and when we had the first game, we already knew. We could already tell because we played against it all season last season. You know, so it was just one of those things. Well, okay, let's see if we can figure something out, or let's see if we can push the issue, or this, that, and the other. And game 2 wasn't bad. You know, we played okay game 2, but it's still that was all last season for us. We lost a lot in that specific manner. So I believe that, you know, that, okay, we're not invincible. Yeah, we were 2-0. Yeah, we came up with 2 good wins. Whatever. It be what it be. I'm looking forward to playing them again. I want to see them in the playoffs. I think we're going to be a much better team coming down the road.
And quite honestly, the only reason I brought it up and was curious to know if you heard it, because that was not anything that flew out of your mouth with being, well, maybe they shouldn't be in this tier or any of that stuff. Like, you heard it. Okay, you just, hey, this is where we got to be. This is what we got to do. And I think that is an excellent mindset to have. And really, like, I just wanted to point that out, you know, to the stream, but really just because that was there. It was an excuse for you all. Like, honestly, a legit excuse. It is what it is when it comes to the tiers. I don't make them or what have you. But I commend you for not using that as the crutch to why you all lost, and then just using that as the drive to keep pushing forward and getting better. So hats off to you guys, though, for that kind of outlook. I think that's something that the community as a whole needs to do more of.
I appreciate that a lot. And we try to push positivity in our team and our organization, try to push like, well, it's not always some other reason. We can all take blame. If we lose, it's everybody's fault. It's not just one person. It's not just one thing. Everybody did something wrong. We're going to fix it. And that's a team that I'd like to talk with and scrim, you know, day in and day out, just to get better. You know, that's a team that you play against, you get smacked by a few times, and then you figure it out. You know what I mean? So,
for sure. I mean, they're in chat right now, and I don't know if you see it, but they're down to scrim anytime, and I think that'd be an excellent springboard for you all to get into. But hey, once again, great job. You didn't get the win, didn't get that 3-0, but you did get the first loss out of the way, so now it's just onward and upward from here.
Absolutely.
Hey, good luck going forward. Looking forward to working with you guys once again in the future.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good evening.
You too.
All righty. I mean, like, just, I don't want to beat a dead horse. You know, when it comes down to like them deciding the tiers and whatnot, there's a lot of stuff. I'm not into that stuff. I'm just here to talk. But I do think it says a lot about that team. You know, they heard the comment, and sometimes it's more painfully obvious than others. And then you have the typical Smurf accusations. But hey, Radiance Gold even came in and said, hey, look, you know, this is what it was. You know, and owned up to it. It's not their fault. That's where they got placed. But those are two really good teams, and not just skill wise, but I think just really good people to talk to work with, you know, amongst it, just because of, you know, just by that conversation right there, I think says a lot about those two organizations, and really are probably two of the best ones that I've worked with just in post-game interviews. I've worked with several good ones, but I would certainly put them towards the top just based off that interaction right there. I think it's very interesting to do, because I think we all look out for a crutch. And I do think that was one great thing about Arctic Storm, not using that right off the bat.